Hey, Sexologist Jallen Rix, and I have 3 things you can do to stop worrying during sex. This is one of the most popular questions I'm asked all the time. Hey, doc, I'm too much in my head. I get so worried and I'm so concerned. Then I can't orgasm, things like that, right? So here we go. Let's dive right in. Point number 1, thing that you can do, number 1. Let go of all your expectations. I know, you want to come, you want to please your partner, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. The problem is worrying about it during sex. So let go of all the worry. Let go of all the expectations. Of course you're going to please your partner. There's someone there who wants to connect with you. Let it happen. Let it be spontaneous. Of course you want orgasm, but the more you worry about it, that worry and stress on your body takes your body away from what it can do naturally. You need your body at ease as much as possible. And to do that, you got to let go of the expectations. You'll never have the exact same experience you've ever had before. So let it go. Just let it be the experience that you're having right there in the moment. So what do you replace all that worry and stress with? Point number 2, focus on the pleasure. Just focus on the pleasure. Yes, orgasm is a wonderful piece of the whole pie of pleasure, but it's just a piece. Focus on all the pleasure using curiosity, and you'll be able to move your body in the direction of orgasm simply because you're focusing on the pleasure. But you can't fake your body out. You got to be genuine in enjoying the pleasure. And as I just said, using curiosity can really help it. Judging and being critical is kind of assuming, oh, I know what's going on, and it just builds worry. Curiosity is opening all those doors. I don't know everything. I can't have the same experience I've had before. So let's just explore. Ooh, what is it like if I touch here? What does it smell like over here? What does it taste like over there? What happens if I do this to my body? All open, all curious. That's point number 2. And then finally, point number 3 is you have to interrupt the pattern of worry. Our brains love patterns, even when those little routines and patterns aren't necessarily good for us. We're like, oh, I know this. So we get into a routine of doing this. And that's what happens when we start worrying. We end up doing it over and over again. You have to interrupt that pattern in your mind to get a different focus. It's very cognitive psychology for you, and for those of you who want to know. And what I do, yes, even a sexologist can get worried in his head. Oh, am I making everybody happy? Blah, blah, blah. What I have to do is, what works best for me is to be able to say, oh, I hear that worry, and you know what? I'm going to worry about it later. I'll stick a pin in it and come back to it later. I can do that several times in a sexual experience. Oh, I'm worrying. You know what? I'm going to stick a pin in it and come back later. And what do you do then? As soon as you interrupt that pattern of worry, you go back to point 2 and focus on the pleasure. That's what you have to do to interrupt that pattern. You'll probably have ways to silence your critic as well. A lot of people tend to feel like that they are at the mercy of their critic, that their mind is somehow controlling everything. Throw that out. You are in control of everything, and you are in control of your mind, and you have to interrupt those patterns. So, 3 things for you to do. Number 1, let go of all those expectations. Number 2, enjoy the pleasure. Stay focused on the pleasure. Use curiosity to express it, to explore it, if I can say that. And number 3, interrupt that pattern of worry so that you upset the apple cart and you stay focused. Maybe your interruption is to pause. Oh, let's get a drink, or let's have a bite to eat, and then come back to the pleasure. Always refocusing, interrupting the pattern, and always refocusing on the pleasure. Well, if you've gotten this far in the video with me, let me first say thank you. And then secondly, let me say, obviously this is an important issue to you. And I want you to know that I will go into extreme detail and fully cover all 3 of these points on my OnlyFans page. So you can go over there and check out. I have all kinds of tips and tricks and content and quotes from my new book and storytelling and fun videos and these videos about what you can do to interrupt that worry so that you can enjoy your sexual pleasure. So I hope to see you there. Thank you again for listening. Sexologist, Jallen Rix.